Hey y'all.
Welcome back to my channel. I said, hey. Hey, this
Welcome
is slow.
back to my channel. Let's slow it down every now and then. Hey y'all, I'm Jasmine W.
Okay.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while, y'all. I know. Listen, stop the video and comment right now if you want me to drop the video.
Girl.
I didn't record last week's, but I recorded the week before of Married at First Sight. Maybe I'll drop it as a bonus. I don't know. Let me know if y'all want me to, drop videos when I do that, because sometimes I record and I just never drop them because I have to record, voiceover, edit. Anyway, let me know.
It's your channel, girl.
But this is about the episode of Married at First Sight right before the finale, this week's episode. Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but first, I must let you know that if you have not subscribed to my channel, you're missing out on a lot of fun. Yes, there are 2 weeks at a time where I go completely MIA, but damn, do I not deserve a mental health break?
You do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You do.
Anyway, y'all know I love to shout out a black business, and I'm actually gonna shout out this lip gloss today, which is by Dose of Colors, but it's the collaboration with Shayla. This is one of my favorite glosses, as you can tell. And Shayla is a black content creator that I've followed for a really long time, and I've met her a few times in person. Absolutely love her. So anything she does, you should support. And let's move on to talk about Married at First Sight. One more thing. If you live in New York, mark your calendars, because I will be putting on a show in New York on June 23rd. So just mark your calendars. I'll be coming to New York, okay? Tickets aren't on sale yet, but I will let you know when they are on sale. Anyway, let's move on to Married at First Sight. Y'all know on my channel, we always start with the most boring couple. This week, I have all the couples in front of me right now. I think it's gonna be Gina and Clint, okay? Or Joanna and
Chip.
Clevis. What's his name? Joanna and Chip? Yeah, Joanna and Chip Gaines. That's who they remind me of. So that's what I call them here on my channel. So let's start with them. Lifetime tried to play me like I was a dumb hoe. Okay? Because they said, they brought McDonald back on, which was, I don't even remember his name, but because I called him McDonald, honey. They brought him back on, McKinley, and try to make it seem like he slid into Gina's DMs, when in reality, he slid into her DMs to talk to her friend.
Lies.
Which is not sliding into her DMs. Her famous friend. They didn't say who it was. But then he also mentioned that he is attracted to Gina and would be interested in taking her on a date if her and Clint don't work out. Now, if you slide into my DMs to ask me to introduce you to my friend, what makes you think that I would be interested in going on a date with you when you don't get to meet my friend, and now you will just settle for me?
Right. It's not happening.
What makes you think that is going to be the way that this goes? Lifetime is just playing with me at this point.
Playing with us.
Anyway, I know that if a guy slid into my DMs and wanted to talk to any of my friends, nah, baby, if it didn't work out for you, well, you just lost out on the both of us, okay? It's either 2 for 1 or none. I'm just playing it. It's not 2 for 1. But anyway, you guys, come on. We joke on the channel. That's what it's about. Anyway, did you guys notice that when Clint and Gina went to the horse stables or wherever they went, Clint kissed the woman's hand and Gina got the ick. She was like...
Immediately.
Honestly, like, Clint is not that bad to me. All I need to know is who he voted for. And as soon as I know that, he'll probably be on my lovely person list. Like, he has a good personality. He likes to have fun. You know what I mean? He's real easygoing. He seems to be like a little bit into what's hip, hippity hoppity. Honest, he seems like a sweet guy. And he honestly looks like, baby, if you wanted to really get into the nitty gritty of things, he would probably take his time.
Patient. He look, okay, watermelon juice. Can we get a sponsorship while you drinking on camera?
He don't look like the type of man who like to rush things. You know what I mean?
We know, yeah. You date him.
What's the problem, Gina? I mean, do you not just want to try?
A little sample? I mean.
Anyway, Gina got the ick when he kissed the lady's hand. And when they walked into the stable, I kind of understood why. Because I'm like, she been dealing with horses, petting horses, picking up horse dookie, cleaning hooves and saddles. Honey, I wouldn't have kissed her hand. Maybe that's why Gina was like, baby, we in a stable. But anyway, they drank a 2014 wine. Baby, tell me where the wine is from, because if it's 2014 from Detroit, who gives a damn? It should be from the Napa of the Valleys, or, you know, somewhere overseas or something. But anyway, Gina actually apologized to Clint. She apologized. Sorry if I made you feel bad. It's not an apology, but she tried to apologize to him because he told her, you caught me a little bit off guard with the comments about, you know, me being gross and me being, you know,
gross,
kind of embarrassing. And she was like, oh, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. You did mean it like that.
Yeah, you did.
And I just kind of feel like with these couples this season, for some reason, they're sticking it out. Just the same thing with Jasmine and Aris. It's like, if you don't like me, baby, what did Fantasia say? If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Free yourself. Free yourself from this process. Why are you even continuing to like pretend there's something there? We both know that Gina and Clint are going to say no on decision day. Why are we pretending?
Yep. End it.
Anyway, I just realized that, did Dan and Nicole say that Clint was a chef?
I think they said that, yes.
And it brought me back to one of the previous episodes where Clint said, when I cook, you know, we cook together. And Gina was like, that's not for me, that's for you. But if he's a chef and he cooks for people for a living, I would think that him coming home and cooking for you and with you would be for me. Like, I wouldn't think that my chef husband is coming home to cook for himself.
Right.
I feel like he would be coming home because, you know, in us spending time together, it would be something that he's doing for me. Maybe she didn't ask for home cooked meals. Maybe she don't like his cooking. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah. If my husband was a stripper, honey, I don't think he's coming home to strip for his own practice. I think he's stripping for me.
We hope so.
Right?
Hopefully.
But what do I know? I'm just a girl here trying to make y'all laugh. Anyway, let's move on to the next couple. Let's move on to Aris and Jasmine.
What? Okay.
Let's do them. Okay, Aris and Jasmine. At 40 years old.
40.
Aris still doesn't know what intimacy is, and that shocked me.
It did? Oh, okay.
Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal are telling him, you know, holding hands is intimacy. Rubbing feet is intimacy. Kissing and sucking on her neck is intimacy. And he's like, I thought intimacy was just penetration.
And anal. Ooh.
At your age, you don't know what intimacy is. Intimacy could be, we had an intimate conversation. We had an intimate kiss. We looked at we stared at each other into our eyes intimately. You don't know what intimacy is?
Right.
Child. When Aris was asked how he felt about the relationship between he and Jasmine, he said, it's good, but it's still not where I want to be, aka I don't like her.
Period.
And when is Jasmine gonna understand this man does not like her and he ain't gonna like her? Anyway, Jasmine and Aris said that their relationship has made progress, and the progress they have made is holding hands.
And looking at each other.
Baby, I've made more progress in 60 minutes on a date.
Okay.
Holding hands is the progress you've made? Ugh. I'd hate to see what a regression is, honey. Y'all will be dating other people.
And they will be in a minute.
Anyway, when Eris asked how he's seen Jasmine, put in effort, he said, she's speaking up more. She needs to speak up more. She's speaking up more. She needs to say what's on her mind. She needs to speak up more. Oh, shut the hell up at this point with this. You keep saying the woman needs to speak up. She needs to speak up because he's just looking for something, anything to critique. And if you don't want me to know, talk to me. Why are y'all still together? Oh my goodness. After Pastor Cal had a conversation with the potential that they had in their marriage, I felt pressured to stay with my husband. Hell, I'm like, the pressure to stay together, Pastor Cal, is heavy. It's thick. And I actually don't like it. Just do what's best for you. Pastor Cal saying y'all are a power couple and y'all have the ability to make it, and this is what marriage looks like, and it's supposed to be rough, it's not supposed to be easy, and you can't give up. That makes you a giver-upper. Baby, just call me. Who gives up, honey? Call me the giver-upper at this point, because, child, anyway.
Yeah, you couldn't think of a joke on that one, but
Jasmine and Eris went sailing, or they went like on the river on one of those little boats. And I wrote down, Jasmine is really fine. What is Eris's problem? Like, she really is. She's an attractive woman and she seems sweet. She's nice. Like, what's his problem? Like, anyway, Jasmine said in order for her and Eris to work and stay together, a lot has to change. I wrote down, say no. Listen, I'm no expert in relationships. I've only been in the ones I've been in. But at 34 years old now, I know that if you're meeting somebody hoping that things will change, hell, it might even be if you're in a relationship hoping that things will change, baby, you need to go ahead and break it off.
Please.
Because we are who we are at this point. Like, it's heavy on if you're meeting somebody. Like, if you meet somebody hoping they change, you have to accept who the person is right then and there. Hopefully things get better for you, for them, and not worse. But you have to accept who they are. You can't date potential.
Don't ever do it.
And Jasmine is like, I think she's over it, but Eris, see, y'all didn't get to see my previous reporting, but I was so annoyed when Eris said that he left the cabin that they went on, and when he came back to the apartment, he was shocked that he missed Jasmine. He was so shocked that he actually missed her. If he told me that, I would have packed my bags, baby, and I would have left. I would have left that evening. He would have never saw me again. He would have missed me forever, because you are going to miss me with the BS. Because you not being in somebody's vicinity and them being shocked that they missed you is not a compliment. Anyway, Jasmine said that Eris is too hot and cold, and
boring.
Eris said he believes that things will get better as time goes on, and I believe he meant because he'll be by himself.
Right.
Jasmine and Eris, another couple that will not say yes to each other on decision day. I believe Jasmine is going to drop him like a bad habit, and he's going to comply because he doesn't like her.
Why are you eating a hot link? Y'all just watch these commercials?
All right, I'm back. If I have something in my teeth, y'all gonna have to excuse me, okay? Anyway, let's move on to Nicole and Dan. So, Nicole said that she set up a date for her and Bob's Burgers, aka Dan, aka Billy Bob Thornton. I don't really know his name at this point. Is it Chris? I think it's Chris. Anyway, Nicole and Chris had a date, and Nicole had a private chef come, and she said she's choosing steak.
That's what she need to choose.
I'm sorry, I'm choosing steak. I'm like, is this what boring people talk about whenever they hang out? Like, I never been boring, so I don't know how that works. But how do y'all even make conversation? Y'all talk about choosing steak? I wrote down, where is Clint's food? Because I want to see him cook something. I seen him in Gina cook something one time, but they didn't really, I don't remember what the food looked like. Maybe I wasn't looking at it like that because he was a chef, but I guess he did fry some fish.
Girl.
Yeah, that I wasn't super impressed with the fish fry, but you know, it could have been worse. Yeah. Anyway, Nicole was once again going on and on about needing reassurance from Bob's Burgers, and he was looking into the camera like this. Did y'all notice him looking into the camera? Or is it just me? Anyway, Nicole said, you know, just to put things out there, to put it out there, she is worried about, you know, their relationship becoming blah, 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 blah. You know what? I wrote down putting things out there is dumb.
Very dumb.
Putting things out there just creates extra worry and anxiety and pressure on your relationship for no reason. Imagine if your relationship is going fine and one person in the relationship is like, you know, just to put it out there, I don't really want us to have any future trouble, or just to put it out there, you know, I don't want us to have shut up. You don't have to put things out there. Just keep it and wait for something to happen. Putting things out there does absolutely nothing. It just lets the other person know what you're worried about.
Right.
And you need to go talk to a therapist about those things, to be honest. Like, don't be trying to put that worry on me, honey. Don't put it out there, baby. I'm gonna give it right back. Anyway, Bob said it's a huge commitment to live with each other. Baby, y'all married.
Right.
I don't know what he's afraid of. Do y'all think that Dan is starting to get a little bit of, you know, tired of Nicole?
Yeah.
I personally don't. I think he's going to say yes on decision day. I think Nicole's going to say yes on decision day.
He's still tired of her.
And I think we'll get a notice on Instagram that they've broken up in 2 years from the Married at First Sight fan page, if they even make it that long.
2 months.
But anyway, Nicole said, I need to make sure that this is the right decision for me. AKA, if you're not going to say yes 100%, I'm saying yes on decision day again, because he already said it, then I'm just going to make it seem like, you know, I need to make sure it's the right decision for me too. And I think that's the problem with Nicole. She 100% wants to say yes. She wants him to 100% say yes, because I don't even know if she could handle the rejection at this point in her life. And she wants him to say it right now, though. She doesn't want to wait. And the fact that he's not bluntly saying it outright, even though he can't do that on camera, she has a problem with it, I guess. I thought it was very rude that Clint and Gina are calling Dan a golden retriever.
Woof, woof, woof.
Are you not offended by that? Like, you're just calling me like a sad puppy or like a compliant animal?
Did I just bark?
Let me know what y'all think about that. Like, if somebody called my husband or even my best friend you're just like a golden retriever, you just go along with anything, I would be like, rude.
And you a monkey.
But they keep saying it like it's cute. Child, I don't know.
You old giraffe.
Let's move on to the very last couple, which is Kirsten and Shaq. Kirsten and Shaq went to a woman who wrote a personal song about them. Kirsten said, I just want to be happy. And Shaq said, I just want things to be right. And then the songwriter said, I just want to be happy. I want to be all right. Is that how you're just going to take the things that I said and make a song? You're not going to...
Nope, no creativity.
Okay. You're just going to repeat the things that I said and sing it. And it's not going to rhyme or anything. Okay. And then Kirsten with her no singing ass.
Oh my gosh.
That was one of the worst voices I think I've ever heard.
Of our generation.
She sounded so bad. I was like, I don't think I can sing. I used to think I could, but I don't think I'm a singer. But I damn sure don't sound like a wounded animal.
Girl, howling at the moon.
Anyway, I wrote down that was a terrible song. I'm sorry. Kirsten and Shaq talked about their relationship, and she said, I want you to know I'm here for you. I hope you know that. I'm here for you.
Okay, girl.
And Shaq, I wrote down Shaq needs to be by himself. Because he has more needs than Mariah Carey, honey. Like, every 5 minutes he's like, there's a need that hasn't been met. I need my needs met. I need my needs met. Baby, she's met your needs. She's introduced herself to your needs. She done slept with your needs at this point. I mean, and your needs still ain't met. Oh my goodness. Then they sat down with Pastor Cal. Did y'all notice how Pastor Cal kind of dapped Shaq up? He was like, hey. I'm like,
Okay, Pat Pimp C.
child, you know I've been watching this show too long when Pastor Cal start to look cute.
Swaggy.
I'm like, hold on now, Pastor Cal. I know he married. I'm just kidding. Damn. Can't even joke with y'all. Anyway.
Who said what?
Who said that? Anyway.
Who said that?
I wrote down Kirsten talks like a child. A kid.
Adolescent.
Anyway, she finally introduced Shaq to her dad, and Shaq was like, he's cool. In fact, later on in the episode, Shaq was like, maybe her dad can mentor me. I'm like, this is why she didn't want you to meet his ass. He's not your mentor. He her daddy.
Exactly.
No, he's not going to be your mentor now. No, it's not the way this is going to go, buddy. But anyway, Shaq said, see, it was that simple. It was that simple. And I'm like, I actually got annoyed because I'm like, let her do this at her own time. Why are you trying to pressure her and then tell her it was just that easy?
Right.
I see why Shaq is getting on her nerves at this point. And honestly, I don't think they should say yes on decision day. But I think that they will. Because I also kind of feel like the show is playing up their relationship or playing it down. And they actually really like each other. And I think they're just being a little bit more difficult for ratings. But I think Shaquille and Kirsten will say yes on decision day. Anyway, Nicole was in their business once again with her expert opinion. Oh, wait, she's not an expert because she's never been married before and she's in this process too and she's extremely insecure and wants reassurance from her man, even though she gets it every single day because she asks him if he loves her.
Yep.
Oh yeah, her. She became the expert.
Yep.
And she said, I hope that Shaq sees the amazing woman you are, and I hope you see it too. Okay. I wrote down Shaq likes Kirsten daddy more than he liked her. Did y'all see how excited he got about having a relationship with her daddy?
Yes.
I haven't seen him be that excited about getting to know her or being in a marriage with her since after the first time they walked down the aisle. And I don't know if y'all remember Clara from a past season. She was married to the black dude who was like, didn't want to be with a black woman. She was talking about, of course, they're divorced now, and she was talking about the process and how strenuous and how difficult the process is because everybody's pressuring you to get married. Everybody's pressuring you to have a conversation. There are cameras in your face 24/7. They're pressuring you to talk about things that you didn't even want to talk about and all of that. She made a video on TikTok. If I can find it, I will add it down below so y'all can watch it. But I really do believe her video. I believe that Married at First Sight is a very stressful process, and we only see a piece of the pressure that the producers and everybody involved puts on the couples to stay together. And I do believe it's probably a lot of, it's anxiety driving. And that's why this episode, the couples were kind of saying, when all of this is over, we'll really have a chance to get to know each other, because I think that they're insinuating that there's just so much chaos happening that when all of that is over, they'll have a real opportunity to get to know each other, and that's when it really starts. And yeah. Anyway, at the end of the episode, the women went out, as a group, and there were lots of black men who were paid actors, I believe, my opinion, to be there and flirt with all the women and sort of gauge, the temperature in the room, shall I say. Number one, it was very childish for the men to be like, oh, you got a beta male. You got a beta male.
Ew.
See, men, this is why y'all get on our damn nerves. Why are y'all acting like that?
Yeah, why?
And who's laughing? Like, if you are in a group and everybody's laughing except for your audience, like, you're like a comedian who laughs by themselves on stage, but nobody in the audience thinks it's funny.
Cringeworthy.
You're on the wrong side of the laughter here. If there's ever a group of men who make comments and they're all laughing with each other and then the audience is not laughing, y'all are the losers. Anyway, one of them was flirting with Jazmyn, and he was like, yeah, I got the 757 right outside.
757?
And she's like, my mom was like, is cars still out here impressing people? I mean, it's not paid for. I'm like,
I don't know, mama. I don't know.
Because I know a 757 is a plane, honey, but you would have to have a plane outside for me to get some chills, honey. You would have to have a plane and some champagne for me to shiver.
All that.
Anyway, that's the end of my review, y'all. I'm tired as hell. Okay, but I appreciate y'all for watching and listening. Listen, subscribe to my channel. Let me know which couples you believe are gonna make it and which couples won't make it, and we'll figure it out. We'll find out next week.
None of them.
Bye.